There's people who'll tell you what the future will hold. For them, I'd recommend a history lesson. The future belongs to those that build it, and that's the truth. When people told us they wanted a faster horse, we built a car. When they predicted we'll lay on the road ahead, we were already on the road. When our leaders declared war, we went to work.
Run by the Ford Motor Company, E45 Liberators roll off assembly line.
When the world grew hungry, we built tractors, right here in Gisborne. And when the Beatles hit number one, we were the first to put your music in your ride. When Kiwis Bruce McLaren and Chris Amon took on the world in Le Mans and won,
This is a remarkable result.
we built their race car. When JFK said we'd put a man on the moon, we built Mission Control.
Provided the ultimate test of mission control.
When the first Zephyrs went to the boys in blue, we built you the Mustang, the Capri, and the Escort. When David Longy ran the country,
I can smell the uranium on it.
fought for gay rights and nuclear free,
The house on both sides is writing to him. That is very, very
we
rare.
sponsored his race team. And when it came to building New Zealand's most popular car, we built you a truck. So when people tell you what the future holds, remember, the future belongs to those who build it. Ford, go further.
Hi, how are you, Nada? Welcome to Riverside Podcast. Somebody is calling in right now. Oh, hi. Welcome, Gideon.
It looks something like this.
All right, welcome everybody. Apa dia, Amin?
Hello. I think you're
Welcome,
lagging a bit on your side.
Hey.
Yeah.
I know my internet's been sucking this whole week. Anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome. I mean, what was that F up with the video? the music, it didn't go on. Just kidding. I'm
It
picking
just
on.
something just happened at the back just now. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Anyway, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to the Just Langa show. And today we are on our 45th episode. So welcome everybody. Welcome LinkedIn family, Facebook family, YouTube family. Welcome to the party. Now, if you're joining us for the first time, Just Langa is where we cover the latest on content creation, social media, entrepreneurship, and tech to help you guys position yourself as business leaders and industry authorities on social media. In other words, we're building Southeast Asia's business influencers by building your authority, impact, and income on social media. So if this is something that excites you, you're definitely at the right place. Now, let us know who's in. Nina, I look yellow. Yes. I probably have, I don't know what I have, kind of thing. Anyway, that's POPCON AI for you. No filter.
No filter. It's just like that one. Or is it he?
It's a she,
I don't know.
Is
Is she, he? I don't know.
Yes,
It's an AI, right?
You have to be gender
If it's
neutral.
an AI, we should call it an it. It.
Yeah,
It.
it's evil. Okay, just to let you know. So maybe our speaker today can suggest a cheaper AI who's better and more efficient. We'll figure it out. Okay. Anyway, who's in the house? Let us know who's in the house if you're tuning in. If it's your first time watching Just Langa, welcome. Type in newbie. Now, if you're seasoned viewers, type in popcorn. Oh, look at that. POPCON AI says, I'm a they. Ooh, scary. Anyway,
we are live tonight on LinkedIn,
on
on YouTube, and also on Facebook as well. So Vivian, say hi. Hi, Vivian. Good to see you.
Oh, Vivian's here. Hi.
Yeah.
How come I don't see you? This is so weird. Anyway, if you guys are new, please give permission to StreamYard so that we know who you are whenever you comment and we can feature your comment on the screen. Now, what are we talking about today? I mean, today
Today, I'm quite excited because when I saw the list of the thing that the speaker, the guest is doing, right? Like, wait, banyak dia buat.
So your FOMO-ness came out. Is it?
Exactly.
All right.
I gotta catch up. With that, right?
Right. Actually, that's why he's here, so that we know what's happening and we don't ever get left behind. That's what we want to do, kind of thing. So here's the thing. I met him at the biggest coding community event here in Malaysia online, where he was a speaker and I'm just emceeing, right? So, I was the MC. I could be a bimbo for all, being a bit judgmental here, but let's just say I could have been a bimbo for all, but right from the word go, he's like, Nina, I want to know more about you and what you do. Maybe we can build something together. I mean, it sounds wrong. It sounds like it's from Tinder, but guess what? He really meant it. He said that we could build and launch something within 3 days and maybe even win the competition. And I was like, huh? So I was like mind blown. I mean, it's like poof. Because
so you did something from nothing in 3 days. That can be done.
I didn't need it. All I needed was an idea. And this is the kind of people that was at this. I mean, it's a hackathon, not just a hackathon. It's like the largest coding community, hacker community, kind of thing. He'll explain from his point of view. But basically, he built something. If I'm not mistaken, he built something within that 1 week period. They launched it. I think he won it.
No way.
Yes, kind of thing. And I have always wanted to be surrounded by people who coded, who built from scratch. So I was geeking out because I'm clueless. If I were to relive my life, or if I was born later, I would be one of those girls who code because it's so exciting. It's my real geek, but I have no idea how to do it and stuff like that. And this guy actually learned to code himself. So I was like, whoa. And then here's the thing. We were in like a meeting. It was like, one of those networking things. I couldn't understand half the things he said. But I knew he knew something I didn't. So this was that other side of the business which was really exciting. And that's why I knew there and then he was the speaker for Just Langa. Okay.
I'm excited. I'm super excited right now because I just want to know, is it even possible to learn coding like right now? I mean, I've always wanted to learn. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. And then, of course, the other exciting thing is he's a serial entrepreneur who's a digital nomad. We're geeking out. And he's an influencer on Product Hunt. What the heck is Product Hunt? I have no idea. So that's what we're here about. So whatever it is, I knew he was a Just Langar speaker from then. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, what about you guys? If you could create any tech you could, if you could build it, what would you guys build? Let us know in the comment section. Okay. While waiting for it, so let us know in the comment section if you could build anything. Let us know. While waiting to hear from you guys, I think before we introduce the speaker, very quickly, let's find out what's happening in the POPCON verse. Okay.
Yep.
Now, if you are tuning in for the first time, we don't just do this weekly show called Just Langa, but we also are in the business of building Southeast Asia's business influencers, where we have a special Facebook group that we go live in every Monday, 8:30 p.m., where we teach people how to build your authority and a profitable business on LinkedIn. So that's the Facebook group. So let me recap. We have the Just Langa show on Thursday, and we also have the weekly Monday trainings on LinkedIn. So if this is something that you want to position yourself in, then I'm going to share with you a couple of things that's coming up. So 15th of March, we're actually going to interview one of our students. He's a writer, content trainer, and coach, Lai Chi Sing, and how he went from industry unknown, like we're talking zero, unknown, nada, kind of thing, to respected international expert in less than a year. I'm going to say it in less than a year. Okay, confirm. I think this guy is so amazing that within 2 months, not even 2 months, maybe 1 month of our class, he was already the top rising personality on LinkedIn, right? By marketing in Asia. And then on 18th of March, Just Langa, we have Alan Chia on entrepreneurship. He's the GM of Carsum now, and we're going to be looking into rewired mindset. Okay, the key to entrepreneurship. He basically built he basically built Goka from scratch, right? I mean, this is why you wanted him in, right? Yeah. So very
so
excited.
the moment I found out that he left, I was like, okay, I got to know what's going on. So maybe you're gonna dig deeper into all of that, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just interested to know about entrepreneurship kind of thing. 22nd of March, going back to the training, we're going to be looking into 3 things to focus on to close connections into paying clients. Exactly. And that's the look on our face. Once you guys close clients, we're like, oh, yeah, exactly. And then on Just Langa on 25th of March, we're going to be talking to a LinkedIn whisperer, Breen Tillman, who's transforming the way professionals leverage LinkedIn for sales. We're going to be covering converting LinkedIn connections to conversations. What is happening? I mean, it's all about converting connections to conversations.
It's all about converting, right? That's what we want to do.
Yes, exactly. Now, we swear to God, we don't plan our talks. It just happens that way, and the universe usually decides what they have in store for you. So we just surrender. Now, if you're loving what we're doing, you want to be kept up to date with us, then please join us.
Yeah, join us. Just come and join us.
Yeah, again, when you join us, we're like so excited. Okay, kind of thing. Okay, anyway, so that's what's happening. But tonight we are talking about the future belongs to makers, whether you're where you are building in public. So let's just langa with it.
Let's go.
Popcorn.
Well, I suppose I'm not mak engkau hijau, if you know what I mean. I'm mak engkau yellow, kind of thing. So anyway, I'm Nina.
And I'm Amin, and welcome to our 45th show, Season 2, Episode 8. I remember. Okay.
7 or 8? It says here 7.
7? That one your script, huh?
Oh, sorry. Episode 8 then. Okay, there you go. So, we're POPCON. We build Southeast Asia's business influencers by building authority, impact, and income on social media. So welcome. Now tonight we are talking about the future belongs to makers, where you build in public. But before I intro you to the speaker, if you're joining us for the first time, just sit back, relax, be yourself, have fun. And if you have any comments or questions, simply type away in the comment section and we'll get them answered for you. Okay. Now do give permission to StreamYard so that we can see who's commenting, and we'll or otherwise we'll just have to call you a Facebook user, okay? Because we cannot see
guys,
it.
it's very important for us to see your name on the comment, but we can't see the name on the comment because if you don't allow StreamYard to don't give permission to StreamYard, we can't see your name, right? So what you can do is that you can go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and just give StreamYard permission so that we can see your name, okay?
All right. Now, tonight we are talking about the future belongs to makers, where you are building it in public. And if you think this topic is going to be amazing for you, for your friends, please share it out and tag your friends, okay? So we can all learn to get together. All right. Now, if you have any questions, let us know in the comment. We'll also get the speaker to answer it. Now, who do we have in the house today? Now, our guest tonight has bootstrapped, owned, and founded numerous companies through his years as a serial entrepreneur. He's a self-taught designer, self-taught developer, and 3 of his startups has become profitable businesses, including Euphoria, a creative design agency, Dement Clothing, a club, streetwear, and lifestyle designer brand, as well as Ilm Productions, an Islamic creative production company. Now, he's a self-taught entrepreneur. He's always believed in do-it-yourself culture and has been traveling and doing remote work from his laptop since 2005. Now, his focus is to build side projects as an MVP, turning it into profitable micro startups and monetizing at an early stage to reach profitability enough to pay the living expenses like bills and groceries. Wow, this is completely different in the way we're looking at things. And he's also a member of many maker communities across the internet. He loves indie making, bootstrap communities, conducting branding and marketing work, giving product ideas, feedback, reviews, share knowledge and experiences with others. He's featured on producthunt.com, code.org, hacktoberfest.com, makermac.com, I don't have enough breath to cover all these things.com, Trends VC, Riverside.fm, Gameta Inc. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Fajjar Siddiq, serial entrepreneur, indie maker, yo-yo player, digital
and a professional yo-yo player, guys. That's what.
professional yo-yo player, designer, and developer. Welcome to the party, Fajjar.
You know, the last time I played yo-yo, I was 8 years old. I remember
I know
that's
why
how
you
long
didn't
it was.
continue. I mean,
Huh?
I know why you didn't continue. I know why 8 years old was the last one.
No, I know how to do the whole, the triangle and then put the yo-yo in the center.
But that's about it. And then when you throw, it just goes there and then it goes back. That's it. Is it?
No, what happened was at one time when I play it, the yo-yo tercampak and then I break a glass. That's what
Oh my God. Does that happen to you, professional yo-yo player, Fajjar?
Yeah, it happens to everyone. I mean, everybody makes mistake. Everybody, fail at something, and then they learn. Yeah.
And then they learn. Okay. Nobody got hurt though.
Nobody get hurt.
Okay.
Only yourself.
All right. Welcome, everybody. If you're just tuning in. Okay. Welcome to the show. We're very honored to have you. Yeah. So, and we have so many questions. Now, again, if you're just joining us, let us know in the comment section if you have any questions. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, Fajjar.
Yeah.
So what's your story? How did you get started to doing whatever it is that you're doing today? What's your journey like? If you can quickly share with us.
Yeah, I think just buy a laptop and learn something. That's all. Something from the laptop, and you'll figure out what you really want to do. Because I was very curious since young, like what can I do with laptop, basically. So I get to connect with a lot of people, and I get to learn a lot of digital skills online, and as well as build business around it and build communities around it, and manage to discover the whole new world. So internet is just huge. It's so huge. Yeah.
And
So
when did
let's-
you start? How old were you? Sorry.
Yeah.
You mean started as okay?
When you
start
started online, finding this community, and then on the side you're playing,
Yeah. There's multiple things that I do. I think I was just mainly very curious. So I started yoyoing at 12 years old. So I've been playing for like 20 years, doing it professionally. I also gave up my sponsorship already lah. So I give to orang lain, give to other people. And as well as for the design and the coding stuff. So it's something that I was very curious to build something, like build a website. You can build anything online. With coding or designing. So I was very curious. So I came from the days where I used to use MS-DOS.
Right.
Yeah, if you know MS-DOS, and then after that, just go on to like Microsoft Paint, my first software for designing, and then jump to Photoshop, Illustrator, and then all this cool stuff going on right now. Like today, we have like video editing, like Final Cut, all these amazing tools. So I was very curious what tools and apps actually you can do with it. So I learned and I built a business around it. And 19 years old was the official age that I started. So I was actually serving the national service in Singapore, in the Singapore Civil Defence Force, where every man here in Singapore, they have to go for the national service for 2 years, and then they have to serve for another like 10 years for another thing. And so during the period of time, I was quite free and I was quite curious. So I just bought a laptop and just basically explore everything online. So MySpace.com was one of the first few places that I love to listen music. And there were so many independent artists, those who don't have any record label, and they just kind of like make their own music and they make their own art. And they just build their own merchandise, and I just kind of like joined because it's so cool that you can build something, you can create something. So I was very curious, but it was very lonely space because like I think a lot of people not from Singapore, and the people that was from Singapore was just people who just friends, and then turn into friends, and the rest of them is just people from the States. So I make friends. And I just look how people are doing, and I just built my own stuff from there. I got inspired, and then later on, in somewhere from 2005, and then go to 2011, and I started my own small business after managing the business as an agency, doing branding and marketing mainly, and then I started other stuff that is related to design and tech as well. So I started a clothing and a production business, and then later on, there's so many stuff that I was very involved in. But mainly, I started as side project. So side project is really important to start something, and then you can turn into a business or profitable business, or maybe out of 5 side projects, maybe 1 will work. So it really depends. How you understand it, because you have to understand.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So that's how you ended up. Yeah. That's how you sort of ended up being a serial entrepreneur, because they were like side gigs. Hi, Amzan. Welcome. Yeah. So they were like, you were curious about it, and then you started building stuff, and and then boom, you make money from it. Okay, I guess this is a business. Is that how it worked?
Kinda, because the first
the original just Langga. I mean,
just do it. Just exactly. JL, just Langga. Yeah.
I'm guessing you're one of those who customize your MySpace, right?
Yeah, I customize everything, like the HTML. That's right. I mean,
I think I missed the whole MySpace era. That was like, whoa.
They had a remake one now. It's called spacehey.com. Yeah. One of the guys in the community. Yeah. They had like 50,000 of users. It was huge. Yeah, it's a remake.
I got to check it out.
You got to check it out.
Yeah. Okay. I personally like MySpace because I for some reason now before Facebook there's another ad like Facebook. What was it called?
Friendster,
right? Yeah. So while everyone else is going to
Friendster, it's not friendly.
Yeah.
But while everyone was going there, I was going to MySpace. I have a love-hate relationship with MySpace, so that's how long Fajjar has been around.
It's been long. I mean, the internet have shaped so much, things nowadays. There's so many platforms for creators, for makers, basically, and you can basically learn all this online, and it's open and it's free. And some of it is paid, of course, like communities you can join, and some of this content you have to access, you have to pay for it so that you can learn, and you don't learn this in school or in universities.
No, you don't. I mean, can you share POPCON AI's point?
POPCON AI wasn't born there. No, it was not born there yet. Yeah.
By the way, Fajjar, just to let you know, our chatbot is a cheap one. We didn't know you then, so we couldn't hire you to build our AI chatbot. So it's got a mind of its own, and it's not a nice. Yeah.
You know what impressed me the most is that you are actually a self-taught and a learner. I mean, I my degree was actually in management information system. I actually went and studied information system, and I hated the whole experience because I had bad lecturers. And I went to telecom and network classes and I sit down there like, what the hell is this doctor talking
Oh
about?
my God. I mean, you're such a victim. You blame it on your lecturer.
Yes, I blame them. Worst experience ever. Okay, I blame game on this. Yeah, but
Okay.
it's not easy to learn coding, yeah.
I wanted to study something that I feel like
Ungrateful person. I mean, look at him. He had to go and learn himself. You got everything and you blamed it on the boring lecturer.
It's their fault.
What a victim. Okay, never mind. I'll let you have it. Anyway.
No. But
Okay.
how do you do this? How do you learn on your own? I'm
Yeah,
curious
how
to
do
know.
you learn online? Is there hope for me? Because I'm like coding lecture.
well, I think there's a lot of breakdown from platforms and then from like courses. Like one guy teaching one courses, and then there's another one where you get hands-on. Probably you meet that person, or it's either on the video call, just one-on-one, and then they will just teach you everything. So it really depends. So if you really want to pick up from the platform and just pay the cost and everything, I don't know whether you'll be interested, because you'll be just like, okay, just pay lah, just pay and just study. But you don't know whether you will be interested to learn or not, because can I build something from what I'm learning? So that's the question. So what makes me curious was to actually, okay, I want to solve a problem, I want to build something. And then so I go and search for it online and learn how to do it. Because a lot of people who create content online, they just create audience for some reason. And there's a group of people where they just solve the problem. They solve the problem, and then they specifically just do that for that particular audience. So there's two type of audience that if you want to build. So it's either you're doing it just building for the sake of followers, likes, or just to get people to view, or it's either another one is just that, okay, I'm solving this problem, so I'm gonna create a business around it, and specifically that thing that you are solving, and then that's where you get a business from it, whether it's a product, whether it's a service. Yeah.
I think we are the other way, where we're solving the problem. So we're creating content so that we solve the problem and come to us to
Sure,
solve
why
your
not?
problem. Yeah.
Hold on. But imagine if you can actually do both. Imagine if you can do
You
both.
just MF me, like mind
Yeah,
acted me.
you-
So kind of thing.
You can build an audience and you can solve a problem.
Oh yeah. That's the whole point. That's why he's here.
Exactly.
Okay,
You want to
anyway.
know.
Let's get the definitions out of the way. So, serial entrepreneur, that means you kind of work on
Tons
these
of
side.
ideas. Yeah, I have too many
Tons of
ideas. I can work on it. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Indie maker, what is it that you make? How define indie?
Okay, indie means independent. So I don't want to be attached to anybody. So I prefer being just myself and to connect with other independent makers. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Maker? What? How do you define maker?
Maker is someone who makes something. They believe they want to make something that is useful. But a lot of people create something
I make
useful.
chocolate chip cookies dough.
Yeah, you it's good for desserts, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but am I considered an indie maker?
Well, you can call baker yourself a baker. Yeah.
Okay, but for your definition, when we talk about maker, is it like somebody who codes, somebody who creates, somebody who makes what? Digital?
So I guess a maker can mean two things. One is to build a physical product, and another one is to build something digitally. Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
in this day and age, there's so many things that you can build digitally, because I think we are makers too, because we create courses. Online. Yeah.
Yes,
Content creators are also makers, right? Because we build something. Yeah.
That's right.
Coder. I mean, we cannot hear you.
Yeah.
I always thought that makers are people who create digital products. So I never thought that even coaches can actually do that too.
Yeah.
Well,
courses.
we have online courses, so it's the same, no?
Yeah, actually,
Duh.
No.
Okay, anyway. Sorry. That was so bad. Okay, influencer we know, but you're an influencer. Fajjar tak tahan. Okay. Hi guys. Hi Pauline. Hi Rohan.
Hi everyone.
Okay, influencer, you're an influencer with Product Hunt. We'll go into that in a bit. Producer means like a TV show producer, a video producer.
I was much involved in the internet world, so everything is on the internet. So
Right.
producing
Okay.
videos, editing, making the animation, putting the graphics, making the subtitles, the lower thirds, and then creating content for others as well. So that is the challenge, not just
Oh
yourself.
yes. Speaking about content, the videos that we showed earlier, those are your videos that you did for startups, is it? So they can showcase.
Yeah. So
That
if you-
Riverside is amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you guys actually just tune in, you watch that first 3 videos. So one of that no code API, before they started, they actually got acquired for 23,000, and they start this no code API where you don't need to code and you can connect to an API of any service. Like maybe you want to create a database for Twitter or Instagram or something like that, so you can connect with that. So you can check out no code API. And then another one, Riverside.fm, is a podcast platform online. If you want to get if you have a show just like Popcorn or Just Langa, and then you can create around it. And Hillary Clinton was using it as well, and even Mr.
wow.
Beast. Yeah.
Wow.
And
There's no
another one,
copy.
no, that one, this Riverside.fm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Riverside FM. Okay, we gotta
And
check
then
that.
another one is Get CSS Scan. Essentially, it's a tool for Chrome extension where you just right click and then you inspect all these CSS. If you are doing coding for developers, you can understand how this style works. Like the design, you have the UI and everything, so you can see all this in code.
Oh, that's awesome. So
Copy it, and then you can build your own. Yeah, you build your
like
own.
crazy, man. That's like awesome. I mean, I don't really understand, but I think I understand. It sounds freaking awesome. And you can color it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that guy who just created that Chrome extension plugin, is just a plugin. He make 100,000 ARR, annual recurring revenue, for just that.
Is he
And
single? Too bad I already have a man.
he's a solo founder as well. He's a solo founder. So,
Guys, you need to start creating a dating app after this to find all these solo founders. I mean, why are you shaking your head? This is
do
very
you know
big.
Bumble?
That's
You know
like-
Bumble? Yeah. Bumble is one of the app. Bumble.
Yes.
Yeah, Bumble.
Bumble.
He's a billionaire now. That lady is a billionaire. It's a lady. Yeah. It's
I
amazing
love
app.
it because she turned her pain into an FU to Tinder in a way.
There's
Hashtag.
another one. Moose Match. There's another one. Moose Match.
Oh, what's that?
Moose Match.
Amboy Nina.
Amboy Nina.
Hey.
And I was like, I don't have a man yet.
Yeah, Afzan doesn't have a man yet. Okay, make sure you get in touch with Fajjar. Fajjar is most active on Twitter as well as what's that thing?
Yeah, LinkedIn
Twitter,
also.
LinkedIn, but he doesn't have a WhatsApp. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I use it only for family because I can't take the notification. So mainly I'm on Twitter. So if you are quite curious about, yeah, I do have all those other social media platforms, but mainly focus on what I do.
Okay,
So
got it.
going
Going back to one more definition, designer and developer. When we say designer and developer means the
graphic
coding.
design, there's like graphic designer, and then there's like UI UX designer. So I learned these skills. And then for developer, I learned Jamstack. So you can make static websites or you can make dynamic websites. So dynamic, you can make e-commerce like Shopify, like WordPress, and static, you can make something very simple, one landing page and all the details over there, and it's secure and it's fast and it's quite easy to set up. I mean, we can have a session, how to build this, because a lot of people get stuck with building their own website and they don't even know what service, and then they start to hire people. Yeah, maybe make a popcorn website as well. Yeah.
Well, at least Nina, at least I can do it on my own if I have the time. You?
I can do videos. Okay, anyway. Okay, so and you're doing all this and being a digital nomad. Can I ask you a personal question? Why is this sort of way of running a business and way of life important to you? Because you could easily work for a huge company, a VC and everything. Why this indie thing,
So I think I started to discover something at a very young age. When I was 14 years old, while I was traveling first time in Kuala Lumpur for yo-yo contest, and then I came back and then I realized that I love traveling because I get to explore culture and I get to understand what people love to eat. and I get to see how people are communicating with different languages and how their lifestyle. So at the age of 19 years old, I started to travel more in Southeast Asia, and I did a lot of yo-yo shows as well. It was a sponsored yo-yo shows, and then I just keep on traveling, and then I realized that, oh, okay, I should just bring my laptop and my backpack, and then just stay in some hotel, and then log in with some Wi-Fi and just build something online and learn something as well and meet other people who are like-minded. So basically, it's the remote working. So I was already doing this like 15 years ago, and then now due to the pandemic, everybody is doing things remotely. So you can see how the future is actually shaping. So this is the reason why we are here today to discuss like the future of makers.
Awesome. Any questions, Amin?
I managed to have an experience of becoming a digital nomad. It's quite a cool experience to have.
Yeah.
I actually miss the whole traveling and doing the work and meeting up with people on the spot.
Actually, to tell you the truth, I think this really resonates with us in POPCON because we want to be working from anywhere and still be able. Yeah, so the pandemic was like, wow, we learned so much during the pandemic. It's a whole new way of running our business. And our goal is, it's kind of like yours, I guess. In a way, to work from
I would really
anywhere.
like to be back on I would really like to be back on my bicycle one day and just go for one day.
You
That's
can
what I
work
did.
in a co-working space. You can work at a Starbucks.
Exactly. I love this.
Yeah, these are the public spaces that you can actually access to Wi-Fi, and government is providing these things for us, facilities, and we can make full use of it. Why we are not using this? That's the question.
Sorry, that's Singapore government, Malaysian government, not yet.
Yeah, I was
God, actually.
Yeah, there's a law in KL.
All right, cool. Okay, now if you guys have just joined us, we are with serial entrepreneur, indie maker, influencer, producer, professional yo-yo player, digital nomad, design and developer, Fajjar Siddiq. Oh, you should pay me more to include all these things. Talking about the future belongs to makers, and you build in public. But who are these makers? I think we're going to go straight into this right now. What do you mean by the future belongs to makers, build in public? Who are makers? Oh, we already covered that. Makers in this day and age is anybody who creates content online, right? Or creates things online. So that's coders. That
digital
is
physical. Yeah. Digital
or physical. Okay. So why does the future belong to them?
Yeah.
Why? So it's very simple. So what do you like? What do you like to do? What are you passionate about? So that's the question. I mean, like I was passionate about computer, about tech, and I was passionate about what I can do with the laptop, basically. So that's what got me started and learning about it. So I think learning helps me a lot to understand, and these skills that I acquire, it helps me to be to think better, and also to understand other people's problem better, so I can build a solution around it and serve them.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So that is the makers lah. And when the future why does the future belong to makers?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Okay, that was a very good question. Honestly, if you ask me now, like the future is now, right? So the future is now. So like back 30 years, 60 years ago, there's so many people struggle building things, and their lack of tools and their lack of information resources, not like us today. So in the world of today, makers get to access so many stuff online. Even like when they are distracted on social media, they can turn it into an opportunity. They can like help people, and they can build a lot of stuff. So let's say you are good at writing. You can start a newsletter. Let's say you like taking videos. You can create your own YouTube channel, or probably just make like short videos, like vlogs or something that you can do for yourself, and you can monetize it at an early stage. Because a lot of people, they just create and they don't monetize it. They just like wait, when should I monetize it? I don't know, like should I monetize it or not? I mean, you are providing a value, you're creating a value. So I think anything that comes with value, it comes with the money itself to us. Yeah.
I love that. And I think you're so right. And this resonates with the video that we shared earlier, the Ford video, right? Like when it started out, that was before war. It was about transport, from the horses, it went into cars. And then when it came to war, they started building stuff. They went to work. And then as technology improved, they built, those radios and stuff like that. And now where is all the building happening or creating and making? It's online. And just as a couple of years ago, there was only a few apps to edit videos. Now there's so many we can't keep track, right? I mean,
Yes.
Yeah, it's getting better and better.
Can I ask a question? So I'm going to go back one step back and just gonna, because I kind of see what kind of methods where you can actually monetize stuff, right? But just want to benefit of the audience that maybe they can't grasp the idea of how do I monetize this. So let's just say if I'm a financial planner, okay, or I'm an insurance agent, and I want to go into or a makeup artist, okay, or a trainer,
or mental health advocate or a trainer.
Yeah,
okay, because they're tuning in right now.
Yeah, so I get the idea. Okay, I need to be online. I need to start creating stuff and content and all that. But how do I really monetize? What kind of product do you have in mind that I can actually create?
So a lot of people So a lot of people, when they just go online, they think that they wanting to be just creating stuff. They start posting stuff on social media, and then they just go. Then they just keep on like, okay, constant spamming. Like, okay, I'm gonna make money, But you're not making money. You're just like posting stuff, Yeah. So the thing is, you want to understand. So what you want to do is you want to create a MVP, a minimum viable product first. So you want to be able to understand the business model as well. Maybe you can have 1-2 feature. Example, like, okay, let's say I'm a financial guy, so I'm good at writing, or maybe I'm not good at writing, but I'm good at just basically talking to people. So I can create consultation fees. I mean, I can create consultation with people, and people can get advice or tips from me. But if that's the case, if it doesn't work because there's too many people are doing it already, and then you need to pivot, or it's either you have to implement some way that can actually monetize. Either you want to do it digitally, or it's either you want to do it, I don't know, it's like a physical product. So it really depends on how you scale it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. I love this because what you're doing is, because I have a startup background. I was in a accelerator to build a startup. So what you're saying is that, don't just create content blindly, get the minimum viable product out so that you can test whether this is the right way for you or not, because at the end of the day, you want to start monetizing. So if you're a makeup artist, what would an MVP be for a makeup artist? What would an MVP be for an insurance agent, a financial planner?
Let's go with the makeup artist first. For a very simple monetization idea that I have, and I also have seen other people have done, you can basically start community where you can share knowledge sharing platform. You can just start a Facebook group, and people just pay for like a monthly fee, or maybe a Telegram group. There's a private group, so you can charge them like maybe $5 a month, or maybe you can start charging maybe a year. So maybe for a year you can charge maybe lesser than the whole amount, 5 times 12, and then this will be a good business. So it's a paid community. So you can start that for makeup artists. And if you don't want to do that, maybe you're not good with people because you're introvert, maybe you're shy. Okay, that's fine. Maybe
you get angry when people ask too many questions.
Yeah. So what you can do is just create videos. So these videos you can monetize. Just maybe make one series of like, let's say 10 videos, and you just say, okay, for those who wants to learn how to make up, let's say they want to be like a makeup like Nilofa style, or maybe they want to make up something like maybe Selena Gomez or something like that. Okay, I will provide you these videos. Okay, you can check out my videos, and you can use this platform called gumroad.com, and you can upload the files, and you can just share the link, or just go to buymeacoffee.com and upload the file and share the link to user, or to WhatsApp, to Telegram, to LinkedIn, whichever social media you're using, and that's all. You start monetizing. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, this is so cool. Thank you.
There you go, guys. Okay, epic advice.
Rohan, you're watching, right? You know what I used to do? I would go to Mac or I would go to Sephora and I'll be like, okay, I need to look like Beyonce. Hello, I've got event tonight. Make me look like this, Yeah, so I'm sure it works. Thank you very much, Fajjar.
Financial community, I like the idea.
Yes, Vivian,
Because a
definitely.
lot of people don't want to put people first. So people comes first, and then it comes with your product, your service, and everything else. So people first is very important. But of course, along with privacy and sustainability, and have the mindset of creator first. Because if you're not having a creator or maker mindset, and you just say, oh, I want to start a business, I want to start a company, I want to pay this, I'll pay that, you will never work out, because you want to start a company. It's so huge, you're big, it's so difficult. You just want to start small project, focus on small certain audience, maybe 100 people, maybe 1,000 people, that's it. And they're paying monthly recurring, like 100 fans and 1,000 fans, and they're paying you consistently every month. And that's enough, I think, to just pay your bills, your groceries, to run the small, tiny business that you have. Yeah.
But at least you love it and you're in line with what your passion is, right?
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Love it. How are you guys feeling about this? Let us know in the comment section. You guys are a bit quiet, or am I looking at the wrong places? Let us know.
Someone in financial community a while ago.
Yes, definitely. She's getting a lot of international clients, So she's like, we up.
Yeah.
We're
maybe for financial, it's very easy. You just create an Excel sheet and put all the data of all the financial companies, maybe in Malaysia or whatever, that you can have access or to connect with. And then after that, you can sell that Excel file to people with all the database inside.
Okay, This reminds me of somebody would come up with a list of all the buka puasa places and price, remember? And that list will be forwarded everywhere. So you could monetize something like that, Vivian. Something to think about, yes.
Info products, definitely.
Okay,
Actually, right?
now,
I'm curious to know. Hold on. Sorry, Anina. Sorry.
It's okay.
What would be like a mindset of a maker? Because just now you said something about mindset of a maker, right? You can add the mindset. So I want to know, what would be the criteria they want to have when it comes to the mindset of a maker?
Okay, first, I think you want to always be learning. So the more you learn, the more you earn. It's very simple. Whether you earn the money, whether you earn the knowledge, you gotta be learning. But if you don't have the mentality of learning, and then you don't have the skills. If you don't have the skills, like, you can't build stuff. You'll be watching people doing stuff only. So, but if let's say your skill is not that really good, you can actually buy courses from other people. If you have the money, you buy. If you don't have the money, you can find some free courses on YouTube online. And to have that mentality mindset of creator, I think the question is, when you're gonna start, when you're gonna finish. What's the end thing? A lot of people they just start something and they just like, okay, where did this go? So it's either you shut down, or it's either you sell it away, sell the project. You can even sell a project. It doesn't mean you need to sell a company. You can even sell a project. There's a marketplace for that. And of course, you need to have the mindset of like being a creator, because like you'll be like, okay, how much do I want to make money this month? Okay, so I with these skills, what can I add value to other people's product, or other people's company, or how can I actually solve this? So the question is, can we become someone who can solve things, or rather than just just creating it because you think you can make business out of it? So a lot of people have that thinking, like, I'm just going to build something. I think I can make business out of this. But you have no experience about business model. You don't know how to create MVP. You don't know how to talk to people to make sales. You don't know which payment gateway to use, because I understand use a Maybank QR or something, QR Pay. And for Singapore, we have Pay Now. But for international, we have Stripe.com. And Stripe is very easy to use. And you can just create an account, and there you go. You can just start making money with using Stripe for monetization. So I think having the mindset of creator first is the first thing, is monetization.
Yeah. I also kind of like what you said just now about thinking about the people first, and I think that's like quite profound.
I love that. I think in this day and age, there is a shift. It's no longer about big companies doing whatever they like. It's about people, community, and putting, it's the power in the people, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you can connect with people, you can definitely have opportunities. Definitely, you can learn something from them. But of course, there's some bad stuff, like you go into the wrong circle, and like toxic community or something. So you just want to get out from there. So you must be assured about what you really want and go to the right community or the right people. So if you don't have that thinking, and just join, and you don't even know what you want, and then there will be a problem too.
Can you share a little bit about that? How do you know if you're in the right community or stuff like that? Because you obviously, did you have an experience in this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of digital nomad. Yeah.
I do have experience of having toxic community as well. And then when you build stuff and then you share, and then people just say, "Oh, this is nothing. This is," and then you feel like you
Wow.
get insulted. Or some people might just say, "Oh, this is just content that I even can do it better," something like that. There is always all these small people or like who like to say this kind of stuff, but ignore them. But be in the community where, number one, find a community that, or a space, a circle who give you support. We're not talking about support like giving you money. What I mean is support, like
Money is
in
good
terms
too.
in terms of encouraging people, and listening to your ideas. Yeah, so you can join these kind of spaces. And number two is a common interest. So common interest is really important. So if those people where you are in the circle or the network, they don't have any common interest, get out from there, because what you're talking, no one understands you. So it's like you're talking to the wall. So you just find a space uh, that have a common interest. And last but not least, something that it will help you. It will help you to grow a business around it for profitability or sustainability. So I think that's really important. What Amin is asking about, being a people first, and all these things that we just discussed actually.
Right. Right.
I do. I have one more question. Why build in public?
That is another thing that I wanted to share with you guys today. So it's a culture. It's a culture. So it's a culture that has been going on Twitter. Okay, we have all these fancy hashtags, right? Like all these like online, like all these bucket challenge lah. These people who make this and make this thing viral. But those are the people who wants to get viral for their videos for some reason. I don't know. Maybe for a cause, maybe for some reason they are doing that for that hashtag. Okay. But we are talking about building in public. It's a culture for like creators and makers, where you actually share your progress in learning and building. And most probably also you are failing in public as well. But
Yes.
but you're learning it so quickly that you are not just alone, but there will be people around you. So if you are on Twitter, you can follow me, or you can just go to twitter.com and search build in public. There's like a tons of like Twitter users are tweeting out about, "Oh, I'm building this," and hashtag build in public. And there is this company called stripe.com. It's one of the largest payment gateway system that is the support for all the business around the world right now. And they're a very, very big company. And they just recently also shared about build in public Stripe, hashtag build in public Stripe. So a lot of companies are adapting with build in public because they want to able to share stories, their metrics, their revenues. Yeah, but of course, certain things you don't share, but it really depends. But with this internet, you're able to see other people's data or how they actually build a business around it. Yeah, but the goal is we are not trying to have more competitors, but the ultimate goal is just that this culture will actually help you to practice, help you to practice. So
What? Yeah.
practice in terms of like helping people to make money, or like save money or save time. So these are the things. And a lot of people struggle between like task management or like time management. So we build in public, you can share once in a while some progress about what you're making. And then there will be like it's in a way that is marketed to other entrepreneurs or founders or makers as well. And you can see like, oh, this guy now is building this, you know and then okay, I'm gonna like maybe if I like the product, I will buy it, or I just comment about this. Maybe you can add this feature, or maybe you can, when you get stuck at something, there is someone out there is gonna probably comment on something. Yeah. So you're building in public. So a lot of people, they just start their business, right? They create business, but they get stuck. I used to I used to go through this 10 years of phase that I was very lonely. And it was hard because I was just trying to go to circles in universities and some entrepreneurs group, but I don't really get the kind of information or knowledge that I want. So we build in public. I get to see and have to get to access so many things, like people, oh, this guy is making 500 a month, or maybe like 1,000 a month, or this guy is making 50K a month. So I get to see, oh, they're building this tool, they're building this, and they can earn this amount of money, and they write a blog about it, an article like, oh, how they build it, what tool they use it, what stack they're using it. So these are very interesting things about built in public culture. It's a culture. It's something that you can adapt. Yeah, it's not something that I'm telling you that, okay, today you want to build something, you want to become a millionaire, okay, you build in public. No, it's not something that I'm trying to influence people about that. Build in public works differently for those who wants to create a product.
I see. Okay. So why do you think build in public is such a big thing or is sexy now? I don't know.
Oh, okay. So I think one of it, I think, is about learning. So learning, one thing is really good. So learning is really important, and other stuff is you can build connection with people, and of course, we talk about transparency. So you can see all the statistics, transparent, stuff publicly. I mean, can you even see like, okay, this guy running business? Can we see like how much he's earning? We are just guessing, right? So it's something, and you just keep on curious. Oh, okay lah. Maybe one day this guy have a car. Maybe he's rich already. He's successful already. But that's not my point. I don't want to know about his car or whatever. He's rich or whatever. I want to know like how he built business around it. So I need to see these statistics like revenues or something. So this kind of stuff, you can go to indiehackers.com and you can see there's a few successful founders and entrepreneurs who actually create product around it, and they actually share their revenues. So these revenues are being shown by Stripe.com. So this data is live, and you can see live from Stripe.com is in dollars, So it's something that you don't it's something that that you can learn from, or you can see how much that person is earning. It's not something that you want to steal their money or something. No way you can do that. It's just that you want to understand like, how they built the business and how much they're earning. Yeah.
So it's ely.com. How do you say that again? It's ely.com. What did you say just now?
Indie Hackers. Yeah.
Indie Hackers.
Indie Hackers. So INDIEHACKERS.com. So Indie Hackers, Indie Makers, Creators is all about the same meaning. So if you ask me all these words and all that, but I'm there. If you don't know about Indie Hackers, you can sign up. You can see all these metrics, data, story, discussion from other people. And these are people from all around the world. We're not talking just like Malaysia or Singapore. There's so many people. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What is it that? Okay. So with all these things that are happening, do a lot of people understand this? Does the general public understand this, or is this an underground thing? What is it that people don't get? How huge is this? Let us know.
The misconception is, I think people might think that, oh, you're showing off how much you're earning for your product or your business or your money, Okay, good, $500, $1,000 a month, good job, clap, clap. Okay, but that's not the point. But the point is, with social media, we have understand at so many levels that so many things that nowadays people are sharing so many things, from photos of family, from the things that they eat today, or the places that they travel. But why we don't share in terms of like revenue, or like stories, or like all these metrics, like how many views? Like say example, oh, I have 5,000 views on my landing page now. I just launched in 1 week. So this is my progress that I like to share with you guys. So this is something like, oh, congrats. And then like how you do it. So you become curious, like how that person do it. So you can start asking questions, rather than just not be open about it. So being open, I think, is very important. I mean, transparent.
And it is the future, right? The way things are shifting slowly. Yeah. What about the future belonging to makers? Do a lot of people get it in this region, or people still don't get it? Me and Amin don't think so. But let us know what you think, and how huge is this that people don't get? Yeah.
There's so many perspectives to this. I think a lot of people think that, like, okay, I want to start a business. I should be starting a startup. My mentality, startup. Okay, accelerator. Go to some program, listen to some mentor guy, and then after that go into this program. And I don't know whether I can be showing my best or my true talent, and I have to be listening. Okay, this is how I should be doing this, and then you don't even know whether your business or your product will go into the market for the next 3 years or 5 years, and then later on you will see like, oh, I've done this. I don't know whether this is gonna be good for my market. I mean, how many startups fail? So many, right? I mean, I'm not kidding. So why build startups where you can build micro startups, small, tiny ones? So these tiny ones will get you going, And with that, I think the future is easy to access by just learning and doing and just creating it and selling it to people and something that they can use it.
Yeah. So basically, it's about, at the end of the day, validating the market, isn't it?
Yeah, validating the product itself and then going to the market. Yes.
Right from the get-go. And what I really love about what you're saying is you're building it in public, you're learning and you're failing in public, and that's what makes it authentic. It's literally like watching a reality show.
Yes, it's authentic.
When
because
you are the underdog, and every film we know that the character has to be flawed, has to be an underdog, because then people will support you. If the character is perfect, you don't want to support the business, or you don't want to support the character. Yeah,
exactly.
So be the underdog, be the hero in your own film, in your own business, and showcase it. Wow, thank you. You just
just to
go on.
add to that, right? It's not just startup. It's just, I think, the mentality of people going to business. Because lately I've been going around my housing area, right? And I go to the shop lots and all that. And I saw some of this business say, diorang ni tak buat homework ke? Like, the kind of shop that come up.
They want your name card, put CEO, founder, all this nice titles. But do they really understand, like, these titles are huge names to yourself. You are responsible for so many things,
Exactly. Exactly. And what I realize also is that they don't realize that the title is also responsibility for the work.
Yeah.
If you want to become a CEO, that means you need to do the CEO work, right? So I'm not looking at. Sometimes I wonder if this is them flushing money. The kind of shops that come out around my housing area, like, why is there a new karaoke center here during pandemic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
So
okay, very quickly. I have a question from Afzan. Afzan is asking, how do you monetize advocacy? She's a mental health advocate. So how does she monetize advocacy?
Okay, that's a very good thing. I had a friend who focused on wellness. Okay, so she created nestlabs.com. If you don't know, you can ask me later or DM me on LinkedIn. So nestlabs.com is a platform for wellness where you learn for writing and as well as focus on mental health. So how do you monetize? You can monetize based on the one that I shared a while ago, paid communities, or you can support by patroning, like like tipping or like donation support. Or another one, you can monetize your newsletters as well, and of course include all these maybe kids the kids where like all these slides or maybe these files that for them to read. Okay, what you should be doing. You should be practicing this in the first week, the fourth week, or maybe the second month or the third month, so that you can become successful at what you're doing. So training courses, these are something to look at. Other than that, I think we always know that okay, how do I monetize? So to go straight forward in it, and you can try it tonight, you can just sign up buymeacoffee.com, right? And you can share a link. Okay, now I have this so-called thing that I did. Okay, this maybe your service is consultation, okay, or maybe your service is writing, or maybe you're creating video courses. So you can use Buy Me a Coffee, and you can connect your Stripe or PayPal around Buy Me Coffee and just share the link with others. Or if not, you can just upload files on a marketplace called gumroad.com. So you got to share this with your audience, of course. It doesn't work by just like uploading and link and okay.
It's just a platform to upload.
Yeah, just wait. You can't wait. You have to do something. You got to be, building in public. That's why I'm sharing with you guys, building in public.
Okay, got it. Now, you also speak about productizing yourself. The model is Fajjar as a service, FAAS. Fajjar, I don't even know what SaaS software as a service.
So I think okay, there is a community. There's a community called productize.service or productizeservices.community. You can just Google it. So it's a place where you can learn about other founders or makers or entrepreneurs who actually create packages services. So let's say a done for you, like you are good at maybe designing, and maybe you're doing like logo, maybe some website, and then you can package it and you make it into like a monthly subscription. So maybe you can charge like $297 or maybe like $1,000 a month to someone, and after that they can actually subscribe to your service. So why is that so? Because by doing this means you are creating recurring revenues. Yeah, the model itself.
Okay, got it. So it's productize
yourself. It's for myself. Yeah, myself. So I have a bunch of skills that I want to monetize. So on monthly basis, I give feedback, reviews, and I help people in the communities. So these guys, one of the way that I did was tipping. So a lot of people just tip me, buy me coffee. Then another one is that people come to me for this kind of a feedback. So and helping them to launch the product, and as well as making videos and also some other branding and marketing stuff.
I have a curious question. How much coffee do people buy you every month?
You can go now. buymecoffee.com/Fajjar Siddiq, and I just reached 100 over supporters on my Buy Me Coffee. It's live there. It's nothing that I want to cheat about and lie about.
100 people bought you coffee.
No, one person can buy as many coffee they want. So for minimum maybe one coffee, and people can buy 5 coffees, maybe 20, maybe 50. I think the maximum coffee that I get was, I think there's one time it was like, I don't know, I think more than 200 coffees. It was crazy. 200.
Somebody bought you 200 coffees?
Yeah. So you're gonna build something around it. So I hope it helps. I hope it helps monetization.
You're allowing us to think in such a different way right now. We could be doing stuff with him, right? I mean,
yep. I'm signing up on my.
Yeah, just sign up. And you can connect. Stripe is also available in Malaysia. So I'm one of the Stripe community experts. So and as well as you can actually just sign up Stripe. It's available in Malaysia, and you can connect with your bank account. Yeah, so the fees is about 3.5%. So you can connect. Then after that, you can connect with Buy Me Coffee. So whatever amount people are paying, and then just go right to your bank. But we are talking about international payment lah. Unless you have a local one, then you just give the QR code, the Maybank QR Pay, right? Yeah.
Maybank2u.com. Okay. And you also said that productize. What does productize mean? And then there's product. Something is two different meaning, is it?
Oh yes, yeah. So the difference between productized service and yourself, service is the services that you provide that is done for you, and yourself is just like, like what you have that you can able to productize to others. I mean like of course it's a product itself too, but it's built on top of your name. That's why I had FAAS Fajjar as a service, because I want you to be coming to me and I'll be giving you a service basically.
That's
So
so cute. I could have Peanut Girl as a service.
yeah, it's a service. Yeah. So basically, it's done for you kind of thing, and then you package at a set of price, and then okay, do that for monthly. I'm gonna pay you this amount again. I'll come back for you. I want you to do this, do this, do this. That's all done. Can you do that? Okay. But of course, there's specific skills that I have, and the specific things that I can do for these customers or clients. So productize yourself or a service is two different things. Service is more for a company, yourself more for kind of the things that you want to.
Really cool. Thank you for highlighting all this to us, because otherwise we wouldn't have done. Okay, Afzan, Rohan, all this makes sense for you. Influencer and community. You're also an influencer with Product Hunt. First of all, what is Product Hunt?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Product Hunt, if you actually Google it on the Google, so basically it's an American website. It's an American website founded by Ryan Hoover. So it's the best place you can discover new products from latest mobile apps, websites, technology products that everybody is talking about. And then other than that, it's mainly for, you upload your product, and then the people will upvote your product. People will upvote, and when you launch, and then you will get like product hunt of the day, number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So I got a couple of product of the day, and as well as being an influencer, I got an email one day from one of the guys from Product Hunt team, and they mentioned if you want to be sharing for founder.club. So I would say, okay, sure, why not? I can share this around with people, because I think founder.club gives a lot of perks for founders. So if you go to founder.club, you can actually pay for like $60 a month, and you get a curated list of products and service to start and accelerate your growth. So there's so many softwares that you can actually pay for $60 a month. But I provided my link, fajjarsiddiq.com/founder club, and you get a 50% off for first year for those who wants to really sign up. If they don't need this software or whatever, and then it's fine. I don't earn anything. I'm just sharing this so that it can benefit others. So other than that, I'm just influencer in the community. It's something not like a celebrity role or whatever that I share. It's just helping people. So a lot of people get stuck in the community, and a lot of people need tools. So I go and find out about, this is the latest tool, this is the latest service, this is the latest product that have in the market. Maybe you want to try this, you want to try that. And as well as I manage a lot of micro communities and engaging with people. I know it's a lot of work. I know it's a lot of work of typing, texting, replying, notifications, but I do that maybe about 1-2 hours a day with people, and then after that I just do my other stuff.
Okay. And how do you have any question about Product Hunt? I mean,
no, I'm like writing notes right now. Okay, say all the websites.
Just go to producthunt.com and just sign up, and you can see so many makers from all around the world. You can see so many startups. You can see so many tools. Maybe you need to find tools like for live streaming. You just go to the search bar and just search, live stream. Maybe there's so many tools. Okay, this tool is better for POPCON, I guess. Or maybe you can create a landing page, a free landing page that doesn't require to code, and maybe low code or no code, and you can build a POPCON landing page easily. So there's so many solutions. So producthunt.com is a place where you can see all these kind of amazing new products in the market. So I'm one of the
products for tech,
guys. Yeah, just a quick announcement to the rest of you who are watching. Guys, these are valuable stuff. Write notes, take pens and paper and write all of this stuff, guys. It will be very valuable. Yeah, if you can share this to as many people as you can, it will really help a lot of people. Okay, share. Sharing is caring.
Okay, cool. Now, you also manage a lot of community. Could you share with us how do you build a community? How do you manage? Because our guys are going to be running their own community, because it's all part of monetization, right?
Awesome. So as for me myself, recently I got awarded for this one of these Hackanoon Noonies Award last year for non-toxic community. So I run a Telegram group. Yeah. So to run community is very difficult because you will be having different kind of people with walks of life, different kind of culture, and then you need to set certain rules or code of conduct to make sure that people are in the safe space. So to do that, you need to have start off with mutual connections first. Let's say I know Amin now through Nina. So let's start a community. It's like we are mutual, so it's fine, it's okay. So with all these people building on a mutual basis connection, this will be the beginning stage of shaping the community. Is like getting together. It's very important. You don't just want to start a community by just creating group and just adding people from random people.
It's called spam.
Yeah, it's just spam and it's bad and it's shady and it's nonsense. So don't do that. so just create something that can add knowledge sharing or something that is beneficial. It can provide value. If it doesn't have any value or anything, don't build community around it. This is a waste of time because you'll be talking about your other stories or other problem.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I build communities for the Muslim. It's called Ramadan Makers, and then I build for Jamstack, more for developers community. I'm also part of a Makerlog community as well. I'm also part of a digital nomad community called Nomadleys, and a whole bunch of other communities. And I think one of the most active communities is just social media. Once you're on social media, you are like the whole world community. So you just go online, get to know with other people, and just get to know them.
Yep, definitely. Okay, I mean, any questions on building a community?
What would be your tips when it comes to starters who really want to start building their own community,
but they don't know how?
Yeah, they don't know how. What would be your advice?
Okay, you must know what what you have. You must know what you have. So, example, I have an iPhone. Okay, I work with iPhone. If I have a MacBook Pro, I work with MacBook Pro. Because a lot of people, when they want to start something, they can't start because they get stuck because they have this wishful thinking like, okay, I want to be like building something, and then you don't have that tool, and then you can't create it around it. So what you can do is maybe I'm comfortable more on WhatsApp, because maybe my mental health is okay on WhatsApp because people are messaging me. I'm enjoying using WhatsApp. So why not turn this into an opportunity, turning this distraction or something what you like into an opportunity? So maybe you can create a WhatsApp group around it because you like WhatsApp. For your case, maybe somebody like Telegram, they can use Telegram. Maybe they like to use Slack. Maybe they like to use Discord, or maybe they like to use Facebook group. So whichever it is that helps them to grow. I know, technology works differently from mobile to laptop. So for as long as access to mobile, I think that should be the first use cases when you want to start a community. Second, you just want to put just code of conduct, and as well as your maybe vision and mission, what people will be getting, when they join this community. Should they be paying, and what should I be expecting, what I can learn from them, and then how do you monetize it, and how much people they can afford to pay for the community. Because you don't want to just build a group and you don't make money out of it, and you will be like, okay, I'm so done with it after 1 year, I'm not making money with it. So that's the question. So
I'm done with you.
Yeah,
it's over.
So you want to be monetizing at the early stage if you really want to build a paid community. It's fine. It's okay if people reject you. Oh, tak nak join lah. Don't want to join you lah. Your community. What can I know? I can search this on Google. What? But if you are someone who is knowledgeable and you can even bring talent and people who are knowledgeable, I think this will be a great mix inside a community.
Right.
Okay. That's fantastic. Do you have any community that you're monetizing?
Yeah, there's plenty of it, and all of this comes from a different kind of models. Some of it I started just basically friends, and some of it just people mutual, and some of it just random people. So the one that I monetize is just based on tipping model. So how the tipping model works is I'm not doing it at a recurring level. So if only when they really need me, and then I will just jump in and then I'll build something for them, and basically my productized service, and then after that they start paying. So that includes also part of running the community as well. Yeah.
Okay. You're probably in this longer than anybody else. This running a community and building and getting a paid community. What's the most ridiculous community you know, and it's a paid community? Out of curiosity, like it doesn't make sense, but people are paying for it.
I mean, sorry to say this, I've seen circles like people. Okay, I don't like to say this, but maybe it's somebody else rice bowl. It's like somebody else. Something that they need for their daily needs every day. But I don't know. As for me, there's some of us we like things and some things we dislike. So it's really depend on individual. So that's my disclaimer first. So like. I've seen people just learning courses of how to trade, how to do trading. Like
yeah.
So that just they make money by, they don't really make money on forex, but they make money by just selling courses how to learn forex. And they teach people because they want to believe that. And even like other stuff, not just trading. There's plenty of it, and this kind of stuff just like I don't really believe that. And this they're very good at marketing. I know it's like marketing gimmick, and a lot of people fall for that because they want to get rich quickly. So there's a problem about it. So when you see a community that have like get rich quickly, don't join, because it's a trap. It's a trap, or it's something that you're about to pay a lot of money and you learn something, but you might not benefit from
the right things.
And it's not a long-term thing. You don't want to work something on long-term. You want to work something on long-term, not on short-term. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, because I've seen a lot of people try to build like courses and community around it, and then it just doesn't work out, and they expect me to buy their courses and everything, and I'm like, what? Like this kind of stuff. I'm not saying that I'm angry.
I have issue if the promise is
not delivered.
So if the promise is you'll make money immediately, those kind of promises. That for me that's a warning sign already, because actually making money requires work. That's how I see it, right?
You got to be very clear about what you're providing to people. Like if you're providing this specific course, that what will be covered inside, and then you have to share it. Be authentic about it. Don't try to be funny. Don't try to be shady. Don't try to be dramatic
about it.
Yeah, just be clear about it. Okay, you'll be learning this. You'll be paying this. You want it, you buy it. If you don't want it, out. Simple.
Okay, got it. Love that. But is there something which is like ridiculous in this? What? People actually pay money for that? And it's working, something that you don't even think about. That's just so simple that people are willing to pay money. Just wondering.
Hey, I can tell you one.
Okay, what?
But actually, you'll be surprised. There's thousands of people inside it. How to set up your own Shopee.
Okay. Yes, true.
There are people who do not know, and there are like 30,000+ people in the group, and they are willing to pay 130 ringgit for it.
There's a YouTube channel for that to learn. So for Shopify, there's a specific YouTube channel for Shopify, because they separate Shopify. One is for like just their promotion. Another one is for those who wants to learn how to build their own Shopify. Yeah.
But it also shows that there are people who still needs that handheld support.
But that is fine. I think if it's handheld, if like setting up and everything, I think it's fine. For courses, I think it's okay. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Got it. Okay. Let's talk about the future then, because the future is here, right? So what do you reckon the future will be, in terms of marketing, running a business, and technology? What do you think?
Right. So
because
there's a lot
converging now, right?
Yeah. So I think it's about visualization about where the next 10 years will be. I don't know, but I did a lot of research. You also can do some research, but I think if we talk about future, it's very huge, because in the future will be like there will be more about precision medicine, and then governance models with tech. So a lot of stuff that is building for government that's around tech. Like, you have all this like QR code where you need to scan when you go to places because of COVID-19, and they track everything, the places you go. And that's one good example. And then also like, policies, I think, are all accessible online for those who wants to see. So the government is making all this accessible to let people to know about all this information. And for us, we have like gov.sg. Their team is so awesome that everything, the infrastructure was built. I don't know, it's so solid. The system is so solid. Yeah, so we have so many agencies working around and building all this cool stuff for the government, and as well as improve CO2 emissions. So I hope like in the 10 years, the future will be like, because carbon dioxide just keep on producing. So I hope 10 years time will be more improved CO2 emissions and mobile tech in every hands. So everyone, I think most people will have handphones, mobile everywhere. That the people that so everybody have a mobile phone, and other stuff like I think passion economy, and which is like creators economy, means you're passionate about doing something and you just monetize it. And as well as green electricity. There's a lot of cars now just run on batteries and not petrol and diesel.
What about the like sort of market, like what's going to be first in terms of trends? Where are we moving towards? Is it people first? Yeah, that sort of thing.
I think one of these things that I actually search about is, I think these three things. If you're going to a market, you want to be valuable as possible. So help people make money, help people save money, help people save time, and you will do just fine, and you will be valuable in the market. Because a lot of people always asking like, oh, there's crypto, and then there's like, now people are selling all this digital artwork on crypto places, marketplaces. They call it NFTs, and then this kind of stuff. And we are not sure about how this will go. It's not dollars, it's cryptos. People are buying Ethereums and Bitcoin and all this. So I think the future is, what you can understand is, help people make money, help people save money, and help people save time, and you will be indispensable. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So it's like, I think we spoke about this. People first.
Oh yeah, people first.
What else?
People first. The future will be the people first, privacy first, community first, sustainability first, creator first, and digital first. So I hope you get that. Because everybody's going on digital. Everybody's going on digital now. Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah. So this is what's going to be happening. So people first, privacy first, community first, sustainability first, creator first, and digital first. I think that's a very, very, very valid point, kind of thing. Amin, any questions?
I'm okay for now.
Okay. Now, if it's digital first and I don't code, what if I don't code? How do I survive? Because coding is becoming even more simplified, right?
Yes.
Can you share a little bit? Because like just now, I can create a game without coding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's new tech and video, right? Like my latest editing software, I don't edit based on the picture. I edit based on the text. It transcribes, and I just delete the sentence, and voila, it's edited for me.
Voila. I like that. So basically it's no code, right? So you can go in two ways in building a product or building an MVP. So it's either if you want to learn no code, you can build faster. But if you want to learn code, you will build slower, because you need to acquire the skills. All right.
Yes.
So you got to learn. So there are some website like codecademy.com or freecodecamp.com. You can go to these two websites. Some are free and some are paid. And you can learn about how to, create basically a landing page, just like a hero. And then after that, some maybe component or cards. And then at the bottom, maybe some footer and some information. So you can build this kind of stuff around it. And as well as when you talk about learning to code, I think a lot of people struggle, like, where do I start? Where do I begin? Okay, so I think the first thing you can just simply go to github.com and just sign up. Okay, it's very easy. github.com, and then after that, the next thing you learn at Code Academy or go to Code Camp. So these two is the most simplest way to start coding.
I
For no,
think I'm gonna wait until technology catches up.
yeah, it's so easy nowadays. And for no code, some of it requires coding, but no code, you can go to webflow.com. And even like Shopify, to create Shopify is to build a website is also no code. And recently there's a community for no code. It's called MakerPad. It was acquired by Zapier, so for a very huge amount of money. So there was like a community of no code makers, for no code, where you can do integration, and then you can build a website, you can build apps, and they share with you all the stacks. And they recently got acquired. So no code is a future as well. So whichever it is that you want to approach, so you want to build faster, you want to go with
Okay.
no code.
I'm in for no code.
Yeah,
So
just
I can be a no coder.
yeah, no coder. Yes, no coder. Yes.
Okay,
That's the-
and obviously in such a market with everybody soon becoming creators, right, and coders, the best way to monetize again is the things that you shared earlier, right? The buy me coffee, the Stripe thingy, and stuff like that. What are true fans?
Okay, true fans is the one that people will pay you for anything. So to build that, you can start with something like Substack.com, or is it a Review? Review is a newsletter that I think is acquired by Twitter. So even like on Twitter itself, they have these Twitter Spaces like Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces,
Yeah,
and then
that-
Telegram voice chat. Is all these live streaming audio chats going on to build community around it and to build your content, to share content with people. So I was one of first few person who actually tried the beta for Twitter Spaces. It's like Clubhouse, but it's on Twitter, and you can people can join your spaces basically, and you will be talking and just like that in a group of, let's say, 50 people or 30 people. And I got access to it, and it's on my Twitter. It's called Twitter Spaces, and it's really interesting because they are also building like for a feature for like tipping. People can tip you on Twitter. Just imagine that. That's crazy. Like, imagine you're building content on Twitter and people buying you something or paying you something or tipping you from Twitter, which I think LinkedIn is not doing, and
No.
even like Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is doing Facebook events, but I don't know. It's just paid events. That's all. People click, check out, done. But we're talking about the tipping culture. The tipping culture for creators. Yeah. So this
that
is
would be a huge game changer, I think, because
The
even
game
if Clubhouse is looking into, monetizing, but how fast is going to happen, we don't know.
That's true, Dina. So, and other than that, we're talking about like true fans. Like true
So-
fans,
Fans are?
true fans is something that people keep paying you monthly. So
Okay.
these are the people who pays. Maybe I like something like I like to listen to the latest music. Like underground music from some DJ. So this is a community of people, and then they build a newsletter around it on Substack.com, and then after that, people will just go in and they pay for that newsletter membership per year, and then they get to access all these in private posts of all this digital audio that's not been uploaded on Spotify or on SoundCloud, but it's uploaded specifically for those who paid in that newsletter, that can get to access that particular content that they like example, audio music. So everybody's listening. Wow, this is like I don't need to get it from Spotify or whatever. I just want to be in this space because everybody is in there, the people is there, like-minded people is there, and the content that I like also I'll be paying because this guy is doing on a consistent basis. And all you need is just to have maybe 100 people or 1,000 people, and then just pay it for like maybe $10 a month, or maybe maybe 100 a year, or maybe 150 a year, and that's it. Just be around it. You can make money. Just do the math. 1,000 fans or 1,000 creators sign up on your newsletter, and then times maybe $10. How much would that be? Or maybe times $150. There's a lot of money over there. You know?
Yeah. So think of it like that. I mean, Popcorn AI has a question.
Is there anything that gets paid in crypto? Okay, hold on.
Popcorn
Yeah,
AI says it wants to be a part-time commenter and earn buy me coffee. So if you guys would like to buy Popcorn AI coffee, Popcorn AI set up an account. Okay, we'll let you have it.
Is there anything that gets paid in crypto since there is an AI artificial? Yeah, I mentioned about NFTs is going on. So you can go to foundation.app. So people are just buying. Do you know this famous GIF called Nyan Cat? You know the cat with the rainbow thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just somebody just bought the GIF for like, I don't know, like you can Google it. The amount is crazy. It's like $1,000. Yeah. It's crazy. For half a million. For half a million.
Wow.
For that, yeah, you can go to foundation.app and search for that Nyan Cat, and somebody just bought that. They beat that price. So it's paid in crypto. Yeah. So
Okay.
this is NFT. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now,
Right.
with all these things happening and all these things coming up, it's already happening, right? We're at the start of it.
Live. It's live.
Okay. Now, what with all these things happening, what would be your advice to business owners, like huge business owners, and to solopreneurs out there?
Well, I think there's a different category of business from SMEs, small medium enterprise, and then there's a difference between the people who are MNCs, multinational companies.
Yes,
They're
correct.
really huge.
And then there's the solopreneur.
Yeah, multinational companies don't need to listen to me because it's two separate industry. But for SMEs, for their approach, I know a lot of people raise funds. They go to angel investors, they go to VCs, and then some of them even loan money from the bank, and something just doesn't work out. And some models that you even pitch to or share to the bank, and the bank don't even understand. So there are a few, I think just one or two I saw online. They give money to people like it's a loan, but it's a repayment plan that you can't escape. So they give you this amount of money, okay, that can times 5 or times 3 your whole entire profit, and then they just connect with your account, so you can't run away. And then after that, whatever amount that you have borrowed in 1 year or 2 years, and then you will return back by the profit you make, and then you just go back to that person's that particular company account. So it's quite cool. It's called founder path. Yeah. So basically, these are more for SaaS business, like software as a service business. Those people who create software. And other than that, I think if you ask me about where we're going, all this stuff, advice.
How can solopreneurs prepare them? What's your advice to them?
For starting this small business, start a small side project. Yeah,
Love that.
Yeah, just do that on the weekend or like 4 hours a day, and build that and try to solve a problem for a niche, for a niche, and then work a monetization around it and create a simple payment gateway so that you can accept payment easily online, and then people just start paying. I think this is
Love
some
that.
of the, yeah, you can create a side project. I don't know, you can be building maybe a job list for remote workers, or maybe a list of all the best podcasters in the whole entire Malaysia, and then you can create a list of, I don't know, people who are expert in the field, and people can get access to this website or something, and then they look at this, and then you create an advertisement there. Maybe people can pay like 197 for a listing or something, and then you share with your 1,000 or 3,000 subscribers or newsletters, so you can sell this. Yeah.
I would somebody. I mean, can you share Afzan's comment? Thank you very much, Fajjar. That's amazing. Afzan's comment is okay. Set my buy me a coffee account. Only I make people buy me a lipstick of coffee.
That's good.
So
you
yeah,
can
that's
do it.
That's
a good one.
awesome. Good job, Afzan. You know, I want to say I would not be surprised if buy me coffee could be the currency of the future. You never know.
Buy Me Coffee. Yeah, Buy Me Coffee is one of the Stripe partners, and they basically you can accept tipping easily, payment easily. Yeah. If not, you want to build, you can just build a Stripe account easily, and you can also use Stripe checkouts. You can go to the website stripe.com. You can check out the website how people
Popcorn
create.
AI also wants to quit job already. too underpaid. You should be getting paid. You're an AI. We pay you for lifetime. Okay, that's just me. Okay, now, I think you just gave us all the rapid fire already. What's your advice to businesses out there? What do they need to know? Yeah, where to start, options that they can have. You just gave it away. And then if I'm a solopreneur, I'm just starting out. What are you? Okay, if I'm a solopreneur, I'm just starting out. Your top tips was start small, side
project, solve a problem.
Solve a problem, and then validate.
Build monetization using Stripe. Yeah, Stripe.com. Just build that. Use that.
You're like a Stripe advocate.
I am, because like Stripe is the best way. It's the future. It's the future for monetization. It's helping so many businesses all around the world. You'll be shocked. You will see who will be using it. Yeah.
All right, cool. Now, we've come to the end. Thank you so much for your time, Fajjar. We're going to end it off with what is next for you, Fajjar Siddiq?
Oh, what is it?
What is next for you?
For me?
Yeah, what side project do you have?
Yeah. Kau macam-macam ni.
Macam-macam.
Even Diana is asking like, your long job title, you might foresee something. So she was actually asking, what do you think is the future for job title career? So for you, what would it be then?
Yeah, I think it's fine, because the future will be like, I'm working as a YouTuber, I'm working as a content creator, or I'm working as a Instagram influencer. I think that is fine. If it puts money, it puts money on the table, I think it's fine. And no, Clubhouse doesn't have any tipping. Clubhouse is just a place where you can create events, name your event and groups, and people can just join, listen to you, or probably listening to yourself.
There is a question from Liana. Where do you see the future of digital content overall?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is huge. This is huge topic. Liana gave a very good question. I think the future of digital content is in a mess. It's huge everywhere in social media. So to make everything to how do I say this? To scope it, to micro it, to see at your own vision that what you like. You have to be following or subscribe to the things that interest you the most. It's either in private or it's either in public. If it's in public, I think you can see everything and it's non-stop. You can spend 8 hours looking at TikTok video for non-stop and Instagram, but it doesn't bring me any value. Probably I'm wasting my time. But I would like to add something in the value, so maybe it's more on private. So those kind of content, I think I would like to see and I can learn. So the future for digital content, I think it will be massive for creators and makers. Even Facebook, they have for creators. YouTube, they have for creators. TikTok for creators. Even like Twitter, even there's so many. Even Instagram for creators as well. Creators means makers, creators. So I think that will be future. Everybody will provide their own information. They will provide their own posts. They will provide their own value from their own perspective. That can actually build a very good society. And hopefully, maybe in 10 years from now, whatever problems that the world is facing now, maybe cut into half better. Maybe the crime will be better. Maybe diversity will be better in 10 years' time because of all the content creators.
This sounds like Minority Report meets with Game Player One, everything mixed together.
Right.
Kind of sounds exciting. Yeah. Fajjar, thank you so much. I think we learned a lot. I understand better what you do now. That 15 minutes chat at the Jom launch gig was not enough to understand fully. So thank you.
Hold on, one more thing, right? Just one more thing. We still haven't even actually answered what's next for you,
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do next? Sorry.
Right. Yeah.
What's next now? Now as in later, I think I will just go to dinner because it's night.
I'm
but
curious to know your next project. It's
Next
just
side gig. Next side gig.
next side gig. What will be the next side gig for you?
okay, the next thing will be very simple. Okay, I've worked for my personal website for many years, and I've been trying to like make my personal website better. It's not because I want to look for opportunities or I mean like exposures or anything. It's just that something that that I want to be very crystal clear about what I want to do, because for now and then you need to be asking yourself why I'm doing this, how I'm doing this, what I'm doing this. So the why is very big for me. So I'm revamping my design for my personal site. So that's the next thing that I'll be doing, and I'll be showcasing all my projects in very nice UI, and as well as some articles and something the people I want to meet. And other than that, I think that's pretty much about it. And as also learning coding, I'm still learning and learning and learning. It's always the process of learning. Learning is never stop. I think process is much more important rather than just be just stop at what it is. You just have to keep on going because I want to do something better by 40 years old. I don't know. I'm gonna be 35 years old
So
in
you
like
got 5 more years.
5 more years. So I don't know. I just want to hit that. I have some goal, but of course, goal is something that everybody wants to achieve. But I want to build a better habits. Okay, so a lot of people they don't create good habits around them. So I recommend this book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. You can go to his website jamesclear.com, so you can build habits around it. So what's next for me is to build better mental health.
Is this the post from Dickie Bush?
I have
Something
no
like
idea.
that?
I
Yeah,
don't-
because he was sharing certain things about that atomic habits, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to build a good habit around it, because productivity is very important, because you don't just create goals and try to achieve, but build habits around it. And James Clear is one of the best author in the world for this kind of topics. And you can go to his Instagram and follow him, and you can benefit a lot of things from like trying to understand yourself better when you want to do your business, or you want to get into like a certain topic or certain interest that what you want to focus on in the future. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can go to jamesclear.com, get the book, Atomic Habits. So I have the book actually here, sharing. So Zero to Soul. This is how to start a bootstrap business. This is by Arvid Kahal. So you can get this on Amazon, and then you can go to Atomic Habit. This is by James Clear. This is a really interesting book. So you can actually find this book, and other books. I think is nothing much. It's just Outliers and Thinking Fast and Slow.
I love Outliers. Outliers is a good book.
Yeah, it's a good book. So I think reading should be important because you have to read, and you got to learn from other people. I'm learning from other people as well. I'm not some like big shot guy or some millionaire or something. I don't know. You don't need to be millionaire too, or maybe you want to be. I don't know. So the most important thing is people first.
Yeah, I love that. People first mindset of a builder. Yeah, I mean, okay, guys, we're coming to the end. What was the biggest learning for you from tonight, from Fajjar, from this session? Let us know in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. And Fajjar, thank you so much for sharing, for having this super insightful session. I mean, what's your biggest takeaway?
Most valuable product, MVP. Viable product, right? What's it called again?
Minimum viable product.
Minimum viable,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Start with that
it
first. I
validates-
think
yeah.
that's a good way to start. Yeah.
I love what you're saying about the MVP, applying that startup mentality to even a solopreneur. You can start now, and this is the beautiful thing about social media. You can validate your product without investing heavily into building it, a shop, or, like if it was a book kind of thing. Popcorn's AI said that must have a side job. That's what our chatbot is saying. What about you guys? What's your biggest takeaway? Liana was MVP as well. She says, thank you, Fajjar. For me, also, mindset of a maker, which is different. Because it's not the business it's not the business. It's about people, solving people's problem, which is also MVP. People first and all those things, because we have shifted. It's a completely different world that we're operating in as well, right?
Yeah.
Afzan is saying have to do things fast. Even the info coming from this show today is fast. She's paying signing, kind of thing. So yeah. And for me, thank you so much. All these buy me coffee, product hunt, and all that. You just gave me a whole load of stuff. Amin's gonna geek out over product hunt. I swear to God, I know him. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I want to go near it because you might not see me for a few days. So that's the only thing I'm scared of. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
yeah.
the problem with me is that the moment I start, then I go too deep. It's like watching a series on Netflix. The moment you start Peaky Blinders, then you have to go to watch the whole entire season of Peaky Blinders.
This is why I do not watch Netflix. I mean, I have a freaking account, but I am not watching it because I am scared I'll go into the abyss.
Yeah, the moment you start, you go deep. That's me.
Buy me a lipstick.
Yeah,
Somebody come out with that. Yeah, I love
Buy
that.
me a nasi lemak, or buy me a chana, or buy me a tea or something.
Yeah. Liana, Haley, what do you mean by Nina let Amin do it for you? Do what? You mean the product hunt thing? Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, Popcorn AI says Fajjar needs his dinner. Okay, thank you very much, Fajjar. We love you.
Fajjar. It's been an honor, right?
It's such an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, when you talk about the MVP for people, how do you monetize? I see you as, those people like in the South of, America, where you baptize, you go like, and the person like, so is that what you do when you meet people? You've been monetized.
Yeah,
I wish we had somebody who can tell us, oh, Nina, you monetize this way.
You know why, Nina? You know why? Because okay, honestly, I went through a stage of mental health as well, like burnout, anxiety. Because when I got started, certain things, I mean, hearing the good things is very easy, but hearing failures and your journey is something that creates more valuable for our journey. So I think I also went through a stage whereby I struggle to monetize things online, and I don't even know how to do it, and I cannot even find a circle that actually have all these ideas, how to monetize things, and people telling me to monetize. No one tell me what to do. They only just say start a company and build a product or a service and just do it, and people are just expecting you to either fail or is either you be very successful at it. So it's a very straightforward kind of things, which I don't really like, and it was something that I struggled for many years. So in year 2018, I went through this mental health anxiety, and I went through this stage. It was so difficult for me. So then I started to connect with like-minded people, and I started to find all this information. And the moment I found this, I started to help so many people, from acquiring their projects to like 5 figures, to for people who making they're from India, and they're like earning from like $0 to like $600 monthly. And even like some don't even know how to code. I can share some information what they can do, or some even need help to launch their product, and then I help them. So I think these are the important things that I learned along the way, that I try to understand people, because I went through that stage. I went through that phase. It was very difficult for me, and that's the reason why, like, okay, Nina, monetize.
I love that. So I think that's gonna be your brand, monetize.
Because that's the best way to validate is to monetize, and the best way to monetize is to know that, okay, people are paying for this. You don't need investors' money. Your money is your client's money. So that's
exactly. So CA, I hope you're listening to this, guys. I hope you're listening to this and you're gonna apply this. Okay. Otherwise, okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Cool.
That was super insightful. Yeah, we'll be in touch on Twitter, LinkedIn. Reply to my message, for God's sake.
Yeah, I got a lot of DMs. Sorry about that.
Too many communities. Yeah.
Too many communities.
All right.
Thank you so much, Fajjar.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta talk. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hope you guys found it as insightful as we did. We love it. We're probably gonna go nuts with Product Hunt. I mean, we know for sure. Just to recap very quickly, we're building Southeast Asia's business influencers. We've got things coming up. If you want to position yourself as an authority in your industry, then we've got a free Facebook group where we go live on Monday to teach you. What's coming up on Monday is we're getting one of our students to share from industry unknown to respected international expert in 1 year. That's happening on Monday, this coming Monday, 8:30. Followed by Just Langa next week, where we're going to be speaking to Alan Chia, former CEO of GoCar, who's now the country general manager for Carsome. He's going to be talking about entrepreneurship, rewired mindset, the key to entrepreneurship, because he did kind of grow GoCar from nothing to a whole lot of something it is today. Next on Monday, the training that we're going to get is 3 things to focus on to close connections into paying clients. That's happening on Monday. And we're going to give you that face when you close people. Let us know. And then what else is there? Oh, yeah. And the following week on Just Langa, which is the last Just Langa for March, we've got speakers already for April as well. We're going to be talking to Bryn all the way from the US. This one is happening at 9:30 p.m. and we are going to be converting LinkedIn connections to conversations. Now, she's an influencer on LinkedIn, so you definitely want to stay tuned. Anything else coming up? I mean, that's it for now, right?
Come and join us, all right?
Join,
we are available
because we're fun, and we're non-toxic. Let's put it that way, right? All right. Thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you learned a lot. This is Nina signing out.
And I'm signing off. I'll see you again next Monday or maybe next week. Bye, guys.
See you Monday and then Thursday. Bye.